Okay, not the greatest start to the morning. The van made a very funny sound. I literally turned the radio off. I was like, what the hell was that sound? And the oil light came on, so I've just pulled it straight over. Now I've got a mechanic mate who's on his way. He's going to have a quick look before I do anything. Now the oil, see, I've cleaned the dipstick. Looks a bit low. Right, I'm hoping I'll just put some oil in it and I'll carry on my business. But I don't know what I've done. Have I fucked it? Right, we have oil. The oil light is off. Let's start moving. No, oil light's back on. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Right, so he's gone off to go and get some more oil, as I only had like a quarter of a bottle. Yeah. Something strange in your neighbourhood. It's too early for this bullshit. It really is. I'm glad I got up early. Okay. It'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Please, please. You see, this is what I don't understand. I know he's gone off, but there's plenty of work. What is going on? I wish I trained as a mechanic now, because I feel like I'd need to be just to own a fucking vehicle. What the fuck is going on? Okay, we're at the job. I've borrowed a mate's like spare van, which he did warn me there's no brakes. He wasn't lying. You have to use a handbrake. So I'm at the job. I've just cancelled the rest of the work for today, so I'm just going to do this water softener because he just said, oh, you can borrow it this morning. I was like, oh. So the big van is at the garage, which they can't. There's only one garage basically in town, and I've taken it there, and he's gone, oh, it's the summer holidays. Most of my guys are off. It won't be till sometime next week that I can get it in and have a look at it. So it's just parked up there in his garage. I think it's the oil pump, but I'm certainly no mechanic. I know nothing about vehicles. Also, I left my house key on the keys, so the whole thing is just a ridiculous nightmare that I'm living through, basically. Let's go have a look at the water softener. Okay, here we go. So let's work this one out. Right. There's our mains. I'm not worried about that feed because that goes off to the drinking water, and it's got a filter on it anyway. So we put in our bypass valve here. So bypass for if you're not using the water softener, and that's going to go like that. So then we've got these connections. Yeah, big connection kit. There's some remotes, and also there's tubes, which I don't know what the tubes are for. Now I'll admit I've never fitted one before, and I don't think we need it because we've got overflow. So sorry about that. On the side we've got drain, yeah, drain, which is this one, and this one that I put the hose on, which is an overflow port. Now I can't see any other ports. Don't know why there would be any others. So we need to drill the overflow through the wall. I'd have said. Drill that through the wall. Yeah. I think that's an outside wall. Let's go check. Well, it had to be because the boiler's there. So there's the boiler flue, there's the boiler discharge. So yeah, we can go straight out with that. There is a rainwater drain next to it, so we could yeah, poke it out to there maybe. Also we've got a salt pipe as well, so I'll think about that. Right, so water is off. Let's go open up some taps. So it should be, I think there's a combi boiler. Yep, yeah. Won't give it a flush, but we'll open up upstairs. So that one. We're just going to do everything. Like that. Okay. And quick we get this on, quick we can open up that bypass. And we've got to have the water off then. Right, so that's that one leading to there. Is there one in this end room? No. Good. Right, I'll put this together now. There is a non-return in one side, not in the other. There's nothing in that middle one. So let's lube that up, get it tightened up, and then we'll cut that one there. So, yeah. Pretty straightforward, really. Okay, so check valve at the bottom. Yeah, because that's going to be the inlet. And then these two are both the same. Oh no, they got better stick to inlet and outlet so we know which one's which. Alright, so I'll put two marks on there. The marks correlate with the top and the bottom of the inlets. So when I cut them and you put an elbow on, the elbow is going to be there straight in. Hopefully. Where's my cutters? Alright, first one. Nice and tight in there. Got a bucket underneath. Come on. That's it. There we go. A little bit of water. Come on. Oh, come on, I don't want to be stood here all day like that. There we go. That way. Wow, I know what we can use this white one for. There we go.
Can I just
Yeah, of course you can.
get them to the toilet?
Yeah, no worries. There we go. I don't honestly, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare today, I must admit. Okay, so we'll just check that before we solder up the next one. Make sure that that will go on. Oh, I had it. Right, so I'll cut it in a way that even for the next person, they can't fuck this up, right? So, bottom, where you got your non-return, see, it's shallower than there. So therefore, I've cut that one longer, so you physically could not get it put on the wrong way. Like that. Bypass open, those off. Stop tap back on. Right, the instructions are fucking useless on this. It comes with loads of different types of washers. Now, I believe that's so that you can sort of pick and choose what you want to use. So I'm going with the rubbers. Now, you got one straight end and one bent end. Well, I think the bent ends are going to go straight onto the valves because that's the way it looks on the drawing. And it makes sense as well. I mean, it's the easiest way. So, pop the rubbers in. I mean, we can always swap these out. It's not because it's valved off there, but we shall see what these are like. Now, are these plastic that we're going on to? They kind of look plasticky, don't they? Yeah, they are. Right, now the hoses are really long, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. but obviously inlet, so we know the inlet is at the bottom. We follow that all the way around, and then on the side, it does say, where is it? It does say on the bottom, so outlet, inlet, right? So outlet is that one, which goes to the top. Right, so it sits in there. It loops all nice. These are tight, look. I can't really move them about by hand now. Now we've got these two. Now there's a thick one, which is overflow here. And a thinner one, which says drain. Now from the diagrams I've seen, right, it should be fine to go into there with the, so it says it has to be on the end of a run, which that is the end of a run. And that's about it really. So I think, why don't we just put it on there, and then the drain, we'll drill a hole out. All right, so that went in there, lovely. Now I am tempted to turn this on to make sure we got no leaks. So we'll just do the inlet for now, and then see if we've got any drips anywhere. It should show up, because it should only go to that point there. Well, fuck me sideways. It popped off there. So this the black bit popped off. Yeah, look. Oh, for fuck, why? Why is there something missing? Oh, there's a circlip down there. Right, okay. 3 foot down, 19 inches across, and we got area there. So let's have a look on the outside, because that's going to be drilled out overflow. So 3 foot look is a little bit lower than we can actually go there. So we're going to have to come up a bit higher, and then 19 across from this, 19 inches. Let me do this in a bit. So 19 inches. There. Right, as long as we keep it quite high, we just got to miss that fibre cable. But what I'll probably do is unclip it. I want to go from outside to in, ideally, but sometimes that might not be possible, and I'm hoping there's enough length that we can just go behind this and straight into there. Right, so we've got to go off, and we've got to get one of our nice long drill bits so that we can drill that overflow. This is going to be the lowest energy, lowest mood vlog that I've ever done. The fact that I am even still recording anything is a miracle. I don't know what I'm going to do about the rest of the day and the rest of the week. So I can get the little Peugeot back from Alex, because he's got it at the minute. But his van is back fixed from the garage, so now that one's going free. It's like just the plumber's backup van, basically. I'm so glad that we kept it. Well, we brought it off the lad that lent it to me. So James, you know, I'm going to be back in the van again. It was worth every penny of what we paid. Every penny of what we paid, yeah. Right, so I've got to get that, but the thing is, Alex is on holiday. He's in Madeira, so I can't even just like get a train up to Manchester because I can't get the keys. He's got the keys on him, so it means I've got to wait for him to get back from Manchester, which is next week. Yeah, not next week, Friday. So, oh, what a nightmare. What an absolute pig. So, I've got such lovely little jobs for you guys. For me. Nice jobs. And now, all them jobs, at the minute, as it stands, are out the window. I don't know as to what I'm going to be able to do for the rest of it. Look, whatever I end up doing for the rest of the week, I don't think I'll be able to record. I can't see how I'm going to be able to make any videos. I'm going to have to go up and hire a van, which is basically everything I earned today plus will be going on the rental of a van, which I've got a funny feeling I don't even know if we can do that. I don't even know if I can rent a vehicle. We're in shit street, boys. We're in shit street. Once again, we're in shit street. So let's go and grab this drill bit. I need full concentration because the brakes aren't very good. Oh, shit. Okay, I got my bit and I've just re-measured down from discharge and across. So I know that's perfect there. Right, I could not have gone through any more gentle. And luckily we're in between a brick, so let's go back through with the 25. Okay, so I've got it sleeved. We're just going to deburr it just to get any rough edges, seeing as it's a rubber pipe going through. There you go, push it back. That can go flat to the wall. Doesn't matter the other side, it can go through a little bit extra. Alright, so there's the longer pipe and we Jubilee clipped it all on. And there we go, so it goes down there into the drain. Be better if it was black, wouldn't it? There we go, look, got it clipped. So, shut up, I know you was moaning at me behind the screen. Right, so we are back and yeah, plans have been put into motion, which means that it's not gonna be so bad. Expensive, but it's not gonna be great. So basically, the van I've been borrowing today, that's on the drive. He's going to come pick that up in a bit, in a little bit. And I was only able to borrow it this morning because his missus, it was her birthday or something, and he was taking, I don't know, not got a clue. But anyway, I can't borrow it again. It's not a spare vehicle, it's his vehicle. And Alex, I've spoke to on his holiday in Madeira, and he's going to be coming back, and then I can borrow the little van. But his van's just got fixed and he hasn't actually yet picked it up from the garage. He's got to pick his new van up so that I can use the spare van. So I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't even know when he's back. I think he's back at the end of this week, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be next week. So that's all of that to sort out. And then Thursday and Friday, this is my solution. I have called up and found basically my handyman labourer guy who does painting and decorating and all other stuff for me. And I've said, how much do you charge for a full day? And he's gone, oh, what do you need? And I was like, a driver. I need a driver and a vehicle. So he's literally going to drive me around for 2 days, Thursday, Friday. Now I've got to pay him for two days. So I have to really earn my money. Obviously, basically, I'm going to have to like work my bollocks off to earn, just earn anything, right? So I booked all of the work in for Thursday, Friday. I've got to make sure there's enough work so that we are one to the next, to the next, to the next. And I've got to go. And do as many jobs as I possibly can. Now that means I won't have time to set up cameras or even think about filming a video or anything else. I need to do as much work as I possibly can. So basically what I'm saying is this week, 100%, we're not going to have any other videos this week. Next week, maybe. It depends if we're in the little van. I don't know. So yeah, just bear with me, guys. It's what it is. It is what it is. I'm really sorry. I'm not in control of this. But yeah. make sure you put the notification bell on so that when I do come back, you know that I've come back. So put the notification bell on. There's only like 1% of people actually have put it on, because I've never said that it's worth doing before, but just put it on for now so that when I do come back, you'll get notified. So it's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Right, peace out.